What's up? Toy Insanity here, Liberty Insanity 72. Happy National New York Day. Hashtag National New York Day, September 21st. Okay, New York was admitted to the Union July 26th, but this is a good day as any. This is a good day as any to show you my musical Statue of Liberty, which plays that song. That famous song, written, it actually says on here, by John Kander and Fred Ebb, 1977. In 1977, it was performed by Liza Minnelli for the movie New York, New York. I've never seen it. It's Robert De Niro's in it. But it was made famous. It was made more famous in 1980 by, of course, Frank Sinatra. That's probably the version we're more familiar with. Bass lights up, torch lights up. You can't see it. And this version, it's even credited here by Emmy nominee composer Steve Rucker, produced and arranged by Terrence Davis and Great Music Studios, Inc. Steve Rucker, according to Wikipedia, he's a very famous drummer. He was even the drummer for the Bee Gees for a while. Steve Rucker is singing here. Very cool. It's a curious piece. And it says Serendipity Hong Kong Limited, made in China. We can read this little brief history of New York, New York. But this is actually one of my favorite pieces, because if you remember Liberty Insanity from National Anthem Day, I have two Liberty figurines that play the National Anthem and one that plays America the Beautiful. So now got one that plays New York, New York. Statue of Liberty, 1878. I have no idea why it says 1878. The date on the tablet is July 4th, 1776. It was built in 1886, and the centennial is 1986. You see that a lot. 1878 makes no sense to me. And the Empire State, New York, 1788. So this piece even says, if we start on this side, in September 1609, September 21st, National New York Day, and September 8th is New York City's birthday. I don't know if that's something celebrated in New York City. Henry Hudson sailed the Half Moon, that's his ship, up the Hudson River, thereby becoming the first European to explore New York. He was sailing on behalf of the Dutch East India Company in search of the fabled Northwest Passage to the East Indies. Dutch proclaimed the colony New Amsterdam, I should say, and established the first permanent settlement at Fort Orange in 1624. The English disputed the Dutch claim to the colony of New Netherland. In fact, King Charles II granted the entire colony to his brother, the Duke of York, in Albany, and in 1664, the English seized it from the Dutch. So we've mentioned 1624 and 1664 in one of these videos before. During the American Revolution, New York was a hub of activity. Nearly one-third of all engagements in the Revolution were fought in New York. The final military event of the Revolution was the British retreat from New York City in late November 1783. In addition, New York City served as America's capital city from 1785 to 1790, and it was the site of Washington's inauguration as first president of the United States, 1789. History, Insanity, Liberty, Insanity. The completion of the Erie Canal in 1825 connected the Hudson River with the Buffalo on Lake Erie, encouraging both trade and settlement in upstate New York and beyond. In the Civil War, 500,000 New York men fought for the Union, having a considerable impact on the war. After the war, the state flourished economically, and New York City soon developed into one of the world's most important industrial and financial centers. Wall Street, home to large banks, later became synonymous with finance. The latter part of the 19th century and the first decade of the 20th century saw New York absorbing millions of immigrants from Europe, turning it into a melting pot of people from around the world. Most immigrants arrived through Ellis Island and New York Harbor, passing the Statue of Liberty on their way. By 1900, one of three New Yorkers had been born in a foreign country. Very cool. But this song, you hear at the Dodgers games and the Mets games. It's in all the movies about New York. First recorded by Liza Minnelli in 1977, made famous Frank Sinatra in 1980. Liza Minnelli performed it at the Statue of Liberty rededication, July 4th, 1986. And we can also read this. Located in New York Harbor, the Statue of Liberty was a gift of international friendship from the people of France to the people of the United States, and is one of the most universal symbols of political freedom and democracy. The Statue of Liberty was dedicated October 28th, 1886. That's Miss Lady Liberty's birthday. And was designated a national monument October 15th, 1924. The statue was extensively restored in time for her spectacular centennial on July 4th, 1986. Yeah, you can watch videos of that on YouTube. Pretty much everyone famous at the time performed this event. You know, the president gave a big speech and fireworks. It was a big to-do. It was the largest fireworks display ever at the time. Liberty is the breath of life to nations. Quote by George Bernard Shaw. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. If I can make it there, I can make it anywhere. Come on, come through. New York, New York. Great piece. Thanks for checking out my video. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up.